We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Week 1 is in the books, and we are going to take a nice little look here at the Iron Throne results here. So, Game 1, we had Rico's Crested Geckos against Bed Bath & Beyond. Unfortunately, Rico's Crested Geckos did fall a bit short thanks to an impressive outing by the kicker of the San Francisco 49ers. We will have to discuss the kickers in this league. Aside from that, we did have some solid performances from Alex's team. Jalen Hurts, 18 points in a week of no production from quarterbacks. Kenneth Walker didn't have a nice outing of 17.9 points. And, of course, we can't forget Debo's performance with Christian McCaffrey's out. Rico's Crested Geckos still taking a little bit to warm up here. Marvin Harrison Jr. did not get any looks from his quarterback this week. So, hopefully looking to improve there. Javonte Williams from the Broncos, not so much of a good-looking outing here. Sam Laporta could leave more to be desired. Really some failures on this team. We're taking a look back and going to reassess what it looks like come next week. Now, here we have a autumn win, and Patty had a little lamb. Not even close. Patty had a little lamb crushing the autumn win. And autumn win actually showing a 10th place standing at the moment. Anthony Richardson, 27.8 points, great pick. 25 points for Joe Mixon, 20 points for Ramondre Stevenson. A lot of high-flying action for Patty Had a Little Lamb, sitting in first place in the Iron Throne. On the other side, Autumn Wind, not very impressive. Good outing from Lamar Jackson, and that's about it. Under 3 points for St. Brown. Nico Collins did actually have a good game. Derrick Henry, 10.6 points, and that's including one touchdown. Maybe a little worrisome there. Najee Harris, sub 10. The Pittsburgh offense did not look too good. We will have to see what he brings to the table next week. Next game, we had Belle of the Ball and King of the Hill. This was actually a little closer than expected. Belle of the Ball, Dak Prescott and his Cowboys left a lot of meat on the bone there. Devontae Adams under 10 points. Pickens and Bijan Robinson both over 10 points. Tony Pollard, surprisingly strong outing for Belle of the Ball. Hopefully he could keep it up for the rest of the season. On the other side, King of the Hill, Jordan Love. We'll see what happens there. Injury could be bad. We're not seeing any updates on his status, so they're in Brazil, have to travel home. We'll see what ends up there. Brandon Ayuk. Did not get many looks, huh? We'll see what's up with that. But Saquon, the savior of this team, honestly, this is what brought it home for Eddie. If he didn't have Saquon, this team would look horrendous. So we will see what he can bring to the table. But either way, 1-0. Good job, Eddie. Here we have Hawk Tua with a nice little gold barrel. Oh, gold. Very nice. Art Polanco, second place, did defeat Tanner Young Hoes only. And if I'm looking back at all the points, 111 is really not a bad performance considering the week. So Kyler Murray definitely let down Young Ho. Justin Jefferson did get all the target shares, so he looks like he'll be a viable wide receiver 1. DK, not so much. Pacheco looks strong, good running. Alvin Kamara, great outing for him. And James Conner, I mean, that may be the pick of the draft there. He looks like he's going to get all the work. On the Hawk Tua side, Josh Allen, what can you say? He is him. Tyreek Hill, what a first-round pick already. You can't say it enough. Well played. Gets arrested in the morning and scores that long touchdown later that day. Terry McLaurin, though, you going to start him next week? I'm sure I would. Devon H. Hain, right under 20 points. Looks good. Gets the goal line work. Gets the pass down work. 7 catches. Looks like he's going to be a solid choice. And David Montgomery, a touchdown. That play got him in there for one of the best offenses in the league, and he's going to be getting that goal line work. Tajay Spears, in the meantime, looks like Pollard may be the guy there. We'll have to reassess, as well as DeAndre Swift for the Bears. Not so sure that's going to be a viable flex, so you may have to see what you're going to put out next week. Aside from that, Taruk Mokhtar against the Buckers Crusaders. Buckers Crusaders, 120.84 points. Good enough for 4th place in the league. Both wide receivers over 20 points. A.J. Brown, the very purposeful pick in the first round by AP. And Cooper Kupp really feasting off the injury of Puka Nacua. We'll see how long he'll be the number 1. James Cook and Jerome Ford both over 10 points. Amari, Zay Flowers, both sub 10. Njoku to get 6.4. I believe Aaron has Okonkwo on the bench who did score a touchdown. Maybe someone swapping to look for next week. Aside from that, Joe Burrow did disappoint for Tudor Mokhtar. Horrible outing. And speaking of disappointment, Chris Olave, 2 catches, 11 yards. Not what you wanted to see, especially when the Saints put up 47 points. What is going on? Mike Evans, on the other hand, feasted, looks good, 2 touchdowns, great outing. Rachaad White, he put up 13 points, but the volume alone, not too sure that's going to be what you need there. Juszczyk, last-minute audible with Christian McCaffrey pulling the plug late Monday. But we'll see when he comes back. No news yet. And Aaron Jones did have a nice little outing, 17.9 points. Chicago defense, 24. What a performance by that defense. And finally, we've got the Swifties versus House of L. Elizabeth with the win over Robbie P. Xavier Worthy, who everyone was laughing at that pick, but she had the last laugh there. He looks like he could be the real deal. Waddle, great volume, good performance, 13.7 points. Kyron Williams over his head. And Stephon Diggs, 2 touchdowns. Only 9 air yards, though, so going to have to keep an eye on how they're using him. Both Tank Dell and Nico Collins over 100 yards of air yards in that game, and Stephon Diggs only 9, just happened to be 2 touchdowns. So we'll see if that looks to even out going forward rest of the season. And for the Swifties, Etienne did get the touchdown, but Tank Bigsby actually did get about half of the workload there, so something to keep an eye on in Jacksonville. Caleb Williams did get the win, but that's about it. Very putrid performance for a quarterback. Garrett Wilson, it was a strange game. We'll see if he can reel it in here rest of the season. Drake London, Kirk Cousins did not look good. Not sure what's going to happen there in Atlanta, but Drake London, you're going to have to do better than that, especially for where you were drafted. Minnesota defense, 22 points. Really the only thing that Robert had going this week. So here are our standings. Patty had a little lamb first place. Hawk 2 with a close second. Bed Bath & Beyond rounding out the back 3. Swifties last place. Belle of the Ball 11th. Autumn Wind 10th. Huntington House got some work to do, and myself right above. So we will take this seriously. Put our commish hat down and put the manager hat on as we focus to get some dubs going forward. This week, some games to highlight. We actually have Patty had a little lamb going against undefeated King of the Hill, who will remain undefeated in this league, in this matchup here. Aside from that, Buckers Crusaders versus House of L, going to be a strong matchup there. Tudor Mokhtar, see if he can get healthy, and if not, Bella the Mole, they have a shoe-in for her first win. And we do have Young Hoes Only versus the Autumn Wind. Autumn Wind looking to bounce back, projected to beat Young Hoes Only. So one of those two teams should have their first win this week. And of course, I will be going against the mighty Hawk 2 1-0, going to end that win streak and get my first win on the board. Aside from that little matter of business here, we do have to cover the fantasy football punishment. So here's what I decided. Please give some feedback. I did take all your suggestions, put them on this list, and I added some others that I was able to find online. I have 10 total here. My thoughts, so we can make sure that everyone feels safe and participates. It should be that at the end of the year, the loser will pick 3 of these out of a hat and choose 1 to complete before the following draft date. That way you can have a little leniency as to what you think would be good and what would fit you better. We have dress up like a clown and make animal balloons at an agreed upon location. A fitness competition with Sammy or Ari. This was the one that made me want to put this in because I don't think anyone's going to choose that, let alone not sure they're going to let males inside a female bodybuilding competition. Finish a gallon of milk in 1 hour. That sounds horrendous. Shave face or head. Doubt one. That one gets chosen. Steakhouse in shorts and sandals. Order well done. I'm going to go ahead and update shorts and sandals to an outfit of league's choosing. You have to caddy a round of golf for the champ. I like that one. Restaurant with a teddy bear. Spin a sign on a corner that says I suck at fantasy football. get a spray tan, or remake a music video, and I want some high quality there. So these are what I came up with. Please let me know your feedback. That is week 1 of the Iron Throne. Let's see what we can come up with in week 2. So thanks for listening.